All right, students, let's go ahead and now revise chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, GST in India and introduction. The first thing which we go ahead and learn over here is article number 366, clause 12A of the Constitution goes ahead and gives the definition of GST, which says GST means any tax on supply of goods, services, or both, except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. So, GST means any tax on supply of goods, services, or both other than alcoholic liquor for human consumption bottle. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then, tax means what, everyone? Tax means it's a compulsory payment which you do to the under an act to the government to provide various public services like health, infrastructure, education, etc. Then, then we learn direct tax and indirect tax ka difference. Direct tax. What is the direct tax? Direct tax is imposed on a taxpayer and I only pay out of my pocket. Indirect tax is imposed on goods and service tax. Direct tax burden is on the person. Means if it is imposed on me, I only have to pay it out of my pocket. Indirect tax burden can be shifted. Direct tax is income tax. Indirect tax is GST and custom. Direct tax is progressive in nature. Indirect tax is regressive. Progressive in nature means as and when you progress, tax also progresses. 5%, then 20%, then 30%. Regressive means same for all. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then we have the next one, which is deficiencies in the existing tax system. What were the problems in the earlier tax system because of which GST came in? Number one, everyone. Number one, cascading effect means tax on tax was happening earlier because of which GST was brought in so that there is no tax on tax. The second one is no sandbag credit to trader or dealer. So when the manufacturer sells the goods to the trader or dealer, manufacturer charges what? Excise. And excise ka credit was not given to a trader or dealer. When excise ka credit was not given, it will form part of his cost and again cascading effect starts. The next one is double taxation due to non-integration of VAT and service tax. For an example, I am a teacher charging service tax on service. Buying goods might be an iPad I bought and I paid VAT. VAT and service tax integration was not there. Wherein to pay service tax, I cannot use VAT and hence whatever VAT I paid was forming part of my cost. And when it forms part of my cost, again it will be tax on tax. The next one over here is several taxes which were there were not subsumed, like luxury tax, entertainment tax, etc. And these were the deficiencies because of which GST was brought in. The next is various features of GST. See, Baba, these are the various features of indirect tax. But these are the features of GST. First of all, GST is a tax. Secondly, it's a tax on supply. Thirdly, it's a consumption tax. Means the ultimate burden will be borne by that person who consumes it. Are we clear? As a trader or dealer, whatever tax I collect, whatever tax I have paid on my input, I will just set it off and pay only the balance. The ultimate bakra is who? Consumer. Can I go ahead? Then it's a destination based tax. Means the tax will go to that state where the goods are finally consumed or where the goods are finally destined. I sold goods from Karnataka to Delhi. The goods are consumed in Delhi. Tax will go to which state? Delhi, because Delhi is the destination. The next one over here is GST is a value added tax. Whenever you buy some goods and you are selling it further, what is VAT, everyone? VAT is a model which has been adopted in GST. When you buy the goods, you will get input. When you sell the goods, you will charge output tax, you will set off and pay the balance. Another method of understanding, whatever value addition you do, on that you are liable to pay the tax. So GST is a value added tax. The next one over here is what are the various benefits of GST? Creation of unified national market. In India, you buy from anywhere, you will get the credit. One nation, one market, one tax. Buy from anywhere, you will get the credit. Boost to Make in India initiative. When you will get the credit, cost of an item will come down. When cost of an item is coming down, people would want to produce more and hence Make in India initiative will be boosted. The next is investments, because in India when GST will come in, taxation will be simplified, more investment from outside India will come and more employment will be generated. Ill effects of cascading, tax on tax is gone. When I buy, I pay GST. When I sell, I collect GST, set it up, and pay the balance to the government. The next one is ease of doing business. Many taxes, many compliances, many headaches. Now only GST, only one headache. So ease of doing business. Then reduction in compliance cost. Many taxes, many compliances, VAT ka compliance, service tax ka compliance, many compliances. Now GST, only compliance under one law. Then automated process with the use of information technology. Now under GST, what is happening? For getting refund, registration, making payment, what do? You go online to gst.gov.in and make the payment, take registration, take refund, etc. So the information technology is being used. Elimination of multiple taxation and double taxation, and benefit to small trader and entrepreneur, because now GST mein registration limits are 20 lakh, 40 lakh. So small traders and entrepreneurs are benefited. They don't have to take registration unless they cross that threshold limit. So small traders and entrepreneurs are being benefited. The next one over here is central taxes which are subsumed, state taxes which are subsumed, and taxes which are not subsumed. Because of coming of GST, central government gave up some taxes, state government gave up some taxes, and what came? GST came. So what are the central taxes which are subsumed? Central taxes are central excise duty, service tax, countervailing duty, and special countervailing duty. CVD is countervailing duty. Then we have central sales tax, any surcharge, and cess. Then state taxes which are subsumed. State ka any surcharge and cess. Entertainment tax other than entertainment tax levied by local body. Taxes on lottery betting, gambling. Entertainment tax, purchase tax, VAT and sales tax, and luxury tax also has been subsumed. Very important for your exam to remember what are the taxes which are not subsumed. Basic custom duty is not subsumed. Entertainment levy tax levied by local authority, not subsumed. Property tax, stamp duty, not subsumed. Electricity duty, not subsumed. State excise duty on alcoholic liquor for human consumption, and central excise duty on HP man, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel, and natural gas is still not subsumed. Right, everyone? The next one over here is trade. What are the different types of trade which is there? One is intrastate trade and one is interstate trade. What is an intrastate trade? Whenever transaction is happening, location of supplier and place of supply are within same state and same union territory, then they are going ahead and telling CGST and HGST, and CGST and UTGST will be levied. What is interstate, everyone? Whenever location of supplier and place of supply are in different state, different UT, one state, one UT, and two different country like import and export, then always it is what will be levied, everyone? IGST. Remember, in India, there are how many states, everyone? 28 states and 8 union territories. Union territories with legislature are Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry, and Delhi, and they are considered as what? State. Always, whenever transaction happens within state, we will charge CGST and SGST. We have 5 union territories. What are the 5 union territories, everyone? Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, then Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, Ladakh, and Chandigarh. Whenever transaction happens within these union territories, these are which union territories? Union territories without legislature, then always CGST and UTGST will be charged. Then we have the various types of goods and service. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. What are the various taxes, everyone? State excise duty, VAT and CST. HP man, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel, and natural gas. What is the GST? Not GST. Central excise duty, VAT or CST. Tobacco, central excise duty and GST. Opium, narcotics, Indian hemp, etc. What will come? State excise duty and GST. Any other goods, GST, GST, and GST. Now, everyone over here. Now we are going to learn about the constitutional provision. Constitutional provision may the first article which is there is article number 265, which says no tax shall be levied or collected except by the authority of law. Whenever you are collecting any tax, you should have an act or law. Only then you can collect a tax. That is told where? In article number 265. Then they are telling article number 245, if parliament will make law, that will be applicable to whole of India or part of India. If state legislature is making law, it is applicable only to that state. Are we clear? But so that there is no fight between state and the central government in making law, parliament and the state legislature in making the law, they have gone ahead and introduced article number 246 May 7th schedule May, they made three lists. Union list means those items, those taxes for which law can be made by parliament. Then state list for which state legislature can make the law, and concurrent list in which both the government can together make the law. Union divided the power to make the law between three lists. One is the union list where the parliament will make the law, state list, state legislature will make the law, concurrent list, both the government together will make the law. But in the concurrent list, they did not go ahead and insert GST because article number 254 says if any law is there where there is inconsistency, any inconsistency, law made by parliament will always prevail, and hence they went ahead and told we don't want central government to be supreme or state government to be junior, and hence they went ahead and introduced article number 246A, which went ahead and provided joint power basically both to both the government, provided what power to parliament and state legislature to make GST law simultaneously. Parliament has exclusive power. Okay, now so for CGST who will make the law? Parliament. For SGST who will make the law? State legislature. Now, whenever it is interstate trade or commerce, who will make the law? Parliament will make the law. Are we clear, everyone? Then we had article number 269A, which says Parliament will make the law for IGST, central government will collect the IGST, and they will go ahead and apportion between the center and the state. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then we have article number 279A, which talks about the GST Council. GST Council ka provisions became effective on what date? 12th of September 2016. But it was GST Council was constituted on what date? 15th of September 2016. 33 members are there, which are 2 union members and 31 state finance ministers or minister nominated by that state. Quorum for the meeting out of 33 is how much? 17. Half of the number of members. In the exam, you have to write half of the number of members should be present for a meeting to be held. Then I went ahead and told you for every decision to be taken, what is the majority, everyone? 3/4 of the number of members present and voting. Always remember 3/4 of the weighted number of members present and voting. Sir, weights of the votes of center is how much? 1/3 and state is 2/3. I'll go ahead and tell it like this. Always remember GST Council. How many members, everyone? 33 members. 17 is the quorum. Out of this, how many members? 2 union members. 31 state finance minister. 2 union member mein one is the chairman, which is Nirmala Sitharaman. Correct, everyone? Union finance minister. Second union member is whom? Union Minister of State, who is in charge of revenue and finance, and 31 state ka 31 state finance minister or taxation minister or any minister nominated by that state. Now, this ministers ka, what is the weight of the vote? 33.33%. This is how much? 66.67%. And total is how much? 100%. For every decision to be taken, 75% is the majority. Right, everyone? So in this, they have gone ahead and told whatever number of members are present and voting, you have to divide it by that. Are we clear? Whatever number of members are present and voting, if 31 say only 25 are present and voting, then it should be divided by 25. So here if I divide, then how much it is? 16.5 approximately. So if one union member says, yes, I agree with the decision. So any decision to be taken, 75% is the majority. So if any person goes ahead and says, yes, I agree. Union minister told, yes, I agree. Another union minister told, yes, I agree. Once Karnataka state told, I agree. 66.367 divided by 31, approximately 2% in favor. Tamil Nadu told, I agree. So for any decision to be taken, like this, how much has to be achieved, everyone? 75%. Only then one decision can be taken. And this 33% and 66.67% always has to be divided by the number of members present and voting. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, the next one over here is, what are the functions of the GST Council? GST Council will make what? Recommendation to union and state on the taxes, cess, surcharges to be subsumed. What are the taxes that will go because of coming of GST? Rates of GST. What are the goods which will be? Goods or service which will be exempted or which will be subject to GST. Special provision with respect to special category state. Can you guys tell me what are the special category state, everyone? Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. Remember 11 special category state. Himachal Pradesh. This is Uttarakhand. M for Meghalaya, Manipur and Mizoram. A for Arunachal Pradesh. A for Assam. Then N for Nagaland. S for Sikkim and Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. These are the 11 special category state. For 11 special category state, special provisions will be made. Then date on which GST will be levied on HP man and the threshold limit of turnover for registration. All these are the functions of the GST Council. Then the next one we have is the common portal. What do you mean by common portal? Common portal means www.gst.gov.in, e-waybill gst.gov.in and e-invoice 1gst.gov.in. Like this, there are 10 portals which are there. Are we clear, everyone? Invoice 1, invoice 2, invoice 3, like that 10 portals are there. Who is managing the common portal? gst.gov.in is managed by GSTN. Sir, e-way bill is managed by NIC, National Informatics Center, and e-invoicing is also managed by whom? National Informatics Center. What are the various functions of the GSTN? Goods and Service Tax Network, which is a company, is a not-for-profit company which is formed under section number 8 of the Companies Act. It is not for profit company. And what are the functions of GSTN? The function is facilitating registration. It allows you to take registration, computation and settlement of IGST, matching of tax payment details with banking network. You made the payment, whether it went to the government account, they will go ahead and match. Providing monthly information system report. This month how much was GST collection, this month how many people took registration, all these details they will provide to the government. When you file a return, they will forward your return to the central and state authorities. They will also provide analysis about a taxpayer's profile, whether this person is filing returns on time, whether he is a risky kind of a person who is taking too much ITC, etc. Right, everyone? The next one over here is dual model of GST. Baba, India has adopted which model of GST? Dual model, which is imposed together by the center and the state. Whenever a transaction will happen, central government charges CGST, state government charges SGST. But if it is a transaction which is happening in a union territory, CGST plus UTGST. Right, everyone? So GST to be levied by center is CGST, that to be levied by state or UT is SGST or UTGST. Now center has the power to tax intrastate and states are empowered to tax. Now center has the power to tax what? Intrastate. Earlier in intrastate transaction, VAT was levied only by state and service may tax was levied only by center. But now states can go ahead and charge on what? Service also, and center can go ahead and levy tax on what? Intra-state supply of goods also. Are you guys able to understand? Earlier, whenever transaction was happening within the state, VAT was levied by whom? State. But now center is also charging CGST. In the same way, state government is going ahead and charging on service SGST also. Are you guys able to understand? The next one is India has adopted which model? GST model from Canada. The next one we have GSPs and ESPs. Now there is a GSP who is there. There will be a taxpayer and there will be a gst.gov.in. Right, everyone? Now supposingly the taxpayer wants to file his return on the gst.gov.in and he needs some software which will help him in going ahead and filing it easily, so they can go ahead and take the help of GSPs. GSPs are ITS companies which will basically pull the data from here and push to the gst.gov.in. Sometimes if GSPs can't develop the software, they will take the help of application service provider who will develop the software. So basically GSP acts as a link between taxpayer and the gst.gov.in, that is the GSTN, and ASPs work as a link between the taxpayer and the GSPs. Right, everyone? So GSPs are ITS financial technology company which is appointed by whom? GSTN to develop application for taxpayers to interact with the GSTN. They facilitate taxpayers in uploading invoice related details basically and furnishing of return. Customize product according to the needs of the user. So these people basically customize the product according to the needs of the user. If the user is Reliance, might be the product will be different. If the user is Tata, might be the product will be different. Then it says GSPs take the help of ASPs. GSPs act as a link between whom? Taxpayer and GSTN, that is gst.gov.in, and ASPs act as a link between taxpayer and GSPs. Are we clear, everyone? ASP is application service provider. GSP is what? GST Suvidha provider. See, this chapter, to be talking practically, it's a B graded chapter. In my opinion, always remember the taxes which are subsumed. This can be asked in the question. These taxes which is there on various taxes, various goods and service, what are the various taxes which are there, that can be asked. Article number 246 you should know. Article number 279 you should know. These are the some things which I found important. Other than this, anything can be asked, right, everyone? Chalo, I'll go ahead and stop my discussion on chapter number 1 over here. Done. Chapter number 1 is done.